with the case of Robert Hayner, who discovered his wife Alicia was having an affair with their former neighbor. But what else does Robert learn about his unfaithful wife?
In October of 2012, she disappeared with the rent money.
How did you live with this for 14 years?
Well, the truth is, I didn't know.
Rolls over.
I did not know until recently that this had been going on.
That's baloney.
So the first idea that you had that she ever cheated on you was when the neighbor knocked on the door.
That's correct.
And
In
then
fact,
you decided to move.
yes, may I add that...
We lived there for
Hang on,
8 years.
So we moved here, and she felt bad about having sex with a neighbor. She told me, I feel bad. So we went to our church, we talked to our church leader, and the church leader said the best way to fix this is to excommunicate her from the church. So she was excommunicated from our Mormon church, and he asked her to repent, and she said she would repent. Not only did she not repent, she went out and found more guys on the internet and had sex with them.
Well, you never really intended to be a Mormon ever, did you? Anyway, right?
I wasn't raised in the Mormon church. They are way too, rule oriented.
Did you know he was a Mormon when you met him?
Yes.
What about that told you, sex, drugs, and rock and roll?
Thank you. Thank you.
I thought that I could reform and be a good girl.
If I may say, she said to me, no man has ever satisfied her. No man.
That's not true. The last one did.
No, that's not what you said.
The last one did.
Unbelievable.
I said I've never been faithful to a guy in my life.
Well, you told me.
And did you tell him that before you married him?
Yes.
And what was his response?
He's like, well, he boasts himself up. He'll say, he's the only one that'll ever love me this way. I'm stuck with him. And, I have to tell my friends what he half-assed does around the house to make him look good. But if he really did that stuff around the house, I wouldn't have to boast him up. I'd be just like, oh my God, this guy is awesome. He does the laundry, he takes out the garbage, he puts down the toilet seat.
I do all that.
No.
Let's move on to another topic. Mr. Hayner?
Yes,
You say she has a gambling problem.
she does.
Tell me about
In
that.
fact, in October of 2012, she disappeared with the rent money. She's gone. She calls me about 2 weeks later. She says, I gambled the money. I'm broke. Please come and get me.
What
Now,
the
Judge,
heck are you talking about?
I love her. So I drive to Vegas, I pick her up, and I bring her home.
Oh, that's when I left you.
And she says, I'm so sorry. I love you.
No. I left you, and you said you couldn't live without me, so you came and got me.
That's not the way it happened.
Yes, it is.
Well,
And
now, let me ask you this. If you leave somebody and they come to get you, you know you don't have to get in the car.
no, I don't have to get in
You
the
realize that, don't you?
But
So
he
you
said
must have
he
went
would
with him
change.
at some point.
He said he would change, and he didn't change. He got a job that worked him 6 hours a week, but he didn't change. And he would sit down with me at the machine and feed the machine like $3,000.
No.
We
For
have
you
no
people
money.
who don't work, you got an awful lot of money. Where is this
Yeah.
all coming from?
I don't know. We have no money, supposedly. No money in the bank. Don't touch the bank. He can only touch the bank. Our joint bank account. And then he spends money for renting the car,
No.
money for the
Yeah, go
hotel, feeding the machine, betting on sports bets, just because he had a dream one night that he won big.
Okay.
So we had to go to Vegas.
Mr. Hayner,
Yes.
are you betting large sums of money based on hunches and dreams?
No.
Yes.
Now, I have, in the past, legally driven to Las Vegas and made legal bets
Right.
on football.
Uh-huh.
No one said they were illegal.
And there was one particular year where I won about $8,000.